Hello there, I'm Shrimp, and today I am building a shell challenge, specifically Little Simsie's Peppa Shell challenge. It's pig-shaped, it's beautiful, I had to. Not that, like, he makes much of an appearance on this channel, but if you happen to, you know, follow me more on Twitch or my other YouTube, you may have met my beloved plushie Hamble, who is a pig. So I felt, you know, I couldn't miss out on this one, because I'm terrible with remembering to actually do shell challenges when people go, hey, shell challenge, and I go, cool, and then forget to ever go look at it and build something. But this time we're building something, and it is a pizzeria that acknowledges its literal pig foundations. It is Porky's Pizzeria. It's tastefully done though, you know, just a little bit like, think of it like a pizza place with a little bit of a pig mascot, you know? That's the vibe I went with. It is up in the gallery as a small business venue, purely because I wanted to do like a top floor little apartment, like make it a nice little live-in business for a sim, a small family, whatever way you wanna work it. Mostly just because I don't actually want to play with dine out. Like, I wanted to use the pizza ovens. So there's the pizza ovens and like the coffee bar from Businesses and Hobbies. But you could easily switch those out for the dine out kitchen stuff. You know, instead of the pizza bar, put the one that's built for going in a wall. Replace the pizza ovens and counters with like the waiter stations and whatnot. It'll be all good. It'll work. Set up your pizza menu. My vision was the pizza ovens. Let the Sims buy the pizzas, buy a little coffee, sit down, eat, chill. It's kind of, I feel like it turned out a little bit different to how I imagined, which is fine because I didn't have like a super duper solid idea of what it was going to look like. I had a rough layout and a sort of idea or two on the color scheme, but not like not one of those times where you know exactly what you're building. Because I thought, mostly on the outside, I thought I was going to have a much more in-your-face outside, but it ended up being a bit more subtle, which is fine because I think the inside is where all the personality is. Not that it's not nice on the outside, it's just not as strong a personality in the color scheme. Which I bounced around a lot on the inside because I was like, there's a lot of red and green going on, and I really went back and forth on, should there be more red, should there be more green, this wall, that wall. You'll see though, you'll see. So as you can tell, in its pig-shaped wonder, it's not the biggest place, okay? There's the nice little corner where the, you know, kitchen is. There is a ladder at the back of the kitchen leading up to the apartment, so, you know, nice friendly staff area leading to the residential. Keep those random Sims from climbing up your ladder to your home. So you come in through one of the legs is the entranceway. There's a few indoor tables. There's a few stands to buy the pizza from. There's a nice little counter, island counter, like seating area for that. You know whenever you go out somewhere and they have a few tables, and then there's that one nice like raised table maybe against a window or at the back wall or something. Yeah, just that vibe. We of course have a tiny little bathroom in the other leg because I didn't know what else to do with the leg. And Sims do have needs. It is shocking. I kind of got a bit playful with the windows around the bathroom because I feel like the main sort of restaurant space has big snazzy, please come in and order some pizza from us windows. The bathroom has, whoever built this building was having fun, they did what they wanted to do, and it lets more light in, okay? It's a nice design for letting more light in without it feeling exposed. There's also an outdoor seating area, which is basically, it's a nice little sheltered area. Same idea as the inside, you know, tables, chairs wise. And there is a nice kids play area with multiple options for multiple ages. So it's perfect for a family outing, first date, lone sim just wants some pizza, we got you covered. Also, because it's you know, whenever it's been a few days since you've built something and you're like, I know I built it and I know I remember things, but I don't remember everything. I have used a lot of the kitchen clutter pack. It was just that, and obviously Home Chef Hustle for the pizza ovens and the pizza prep clutter. But I had to laugh looking back, because I feel like, I don't think this is fine, they're different design, like they're different locations, but the vibe of the restaurant and then the upstairs, because it's like, I feel like the restaurant is very like cozy, rich, warmer tones, and then upstairs it's still nice. I'm not like stomping on my own build or anything, but it's just more, you know, light colors. There's some bright colors mixed in, but it's very like, hi, we rent this apartment. I think it's just because I made a lot of like yellow and cream, like for the walls and a lot of the furniture, and I think it's the kitchen counters as well. It's just very not like sad beige, but like in a just nice neutral, could go with anything, which is good because I have a lot of, not like a lot, but there's a bit of blue going through the apartment from like the bed to the living room. Like it's in, again, renting vibes in the sense of like the skeleton of the room is basic, but that's why you get to put in all your beautiful personality stuff, which my sim will. There's plenty of stuff squeezed in, and don't worry, they don't have to only focus on the pizzas. They got plenty of room and ideas for hobbies that I've squeezed in. That I have tried to make the use of making it look like a sim has shoved everything in every possible little gap, every little, like, under the desk storage space, all this. I might slightly, not fully been inspired by, but I've been on a bit of a YouTube rabbit hole of tiny homes. It started just, I don't even know, was it because of, did we watch a couple of like tiny apartments in Japan and then tiny homes just kept going up, or was it the other way around? But either way, I've watched a lot of both tiny apartments in Japan and then like just tiny homes. A lot of like, mostly I think America and Canada, mostly America with a little sprinkle of the UK, but just beautiful snazzy tiny homes. I respect people that can organize their stuff well enough to go into a tiny home. Personally, my plushie collection would never. Let's be real though, theoretical in the, like, you know, Sims build idea of this all, the shrimp tiny home would just have a dedicated plushie room. People have done all sorts of creative things though, like people combine like maybe like two sort of tiny homes together to make like a bigger one. There was a couple who have done that, so they have more space, and it really, like, it made like their loft area that had been their bedroom could be like an exercise room, and then they had the extension became like the bedroom area. It's pretty snazzy, like, certainly not limited in the same way as The Sims is with the squares, if you don't want to be, is what I've gathered from my little rabbit hole. Oh yeah, so this is the kitchen. You see what I mean? Like, just cream beige, and of course it looks a bit bland now because nothing else is painted or done, but I don't know, am I trying to justify this to me? I was trying to also go a little more out of my, because not comfort zone, but I know I'm more inclined to use proper quotation marks, but like darker wood tone counters, or like actual colors, like the blue, maybe occasionally green, but I think I do lean on the blue a lot. I kind of want to build a house that's green and like dark wood themed, and that is perhaps inspired by my rabbit hole, but also has some other inspirations, but that's for a future idea. So it's very open plan, the apartment. It is a very, very open plan, to the point that it's entirely open plan inside, aside from the bathroom. But we got creative. Things do feel like their own little separate spaces, which I think is like what I liked and what I was probably going for, because I wouldn't know. I'd have to interview the builder, you know. I don't know the builder or anything. A little bit of sarcasm is fine. I have to be sassy, okay? It's my default. And I'm like, you know, for the rambly lifey life, right? I'm recording this now that I've like taken a little chill break from like organizing stuff. And mostly just trying to fix my procrastination issues. Like I've been organizing some stuff that's been a bit overdue. Like, you know those storage cubes? Yeah, they're like a collapsible box with a lid. I have 2 of those that have really needed sorted out. They kind of became I'm sure they had a theme to begin with, but then it became oh, I don't know where to put this thing, put it in there. Oh, I don't know where to put this thing, put it in there. And yeah, but I have now fixed that. Now they're nice and organized. And I mean, really, they're like single category organized. One is all cat toys and the other is all blankets and a couple of cushions. So I was like, I need to just, yeah. I want to have a consistent theme and I want to know where to go whenever I need these things. So it works. Also, it kind of maybe amazed my cat when she realized that these boxes she sits on sometimes could open. She was like, wait, what? It was great. But yeah. So basically, you know, whenever you think you're going to do a lot of organizing, you do a decent amount, but in your head you were going to do so much more. And then you remember that time is a construct and things take time. And then you're just tired. But you did do things, and you have to remind yourself that you did do things. It's not like you did nothing. So if you actually did things but don't think you did things, this is your reminder to be like, no, you did, and it's okay. You can pat yourself on the back. Give yourself a little gold star. One thing I should mention about the living room in this house, apartment, whatever, is I have used the Murphy bed. I've sort of created like a double seating area vibe. There's like a sofa that's clearly for like watching the TV, playing the games, and then there's a bit more of a social / reading nook vibe behind it. Complete with Murphy bed for, you know, whether your Sims friends want to stay over or, you know, whether this is a little bit more of a family business and nobody cares about having their own actual defined space. I say that, like, space is defined. There is a little, I think it takes me over 5 the idea, but I do build a little bit of a wall to sort of break up the space without fully dividing the rooms. And the bathroom is of course in one of the legs, and the main actual bedroom is down on the other leg, which I've used some of those light up curtains from, they're the high school pack, aren't they? To sort of make it feel a bit more, both nice, cozy, pretty, aesthetic, blah blah blah, but also, you know, a little more divided, a little more whatever. But they're just having a great time, you know, making the most of all the light from the big windows at the back. There's not a lot of windows upstairs in the front. I think one part because legs, tiny window options, and one part just wasn't the vibe. Didn't fit for me. And I may have attempted to make a little bit of a fake fireplace, which I kind of messed up doing the trick for. I did build this all in one go, and I think I probably should have actually taken a break and came back to it. I think it's one of those times where, do you ever build for like a while and you're almost a little bit like, you've been focusing on it too long and your brain's a bit starting to wander, and then you come back. Well, if you do take a break and come back, then you go, oh wait, I could do it this way, or oh, I should do this instead. You know, you refresh and have ideas. I didn't do that with this. It's fine. It turned out. I'm not complaining. I'm just like, looking back, I can see where if I'd taken a break, I'm like, yeah, I probably would have noticed that sooner or fixed that sooner, you know, little things like that. I'm also very happy with the bathroom because I made like, it's literally just a wall mirror, but I used the Business and Hobbies string lights that are like in straight lines to like go around it to make, you know, a custom light bulb surrounded mirror. Which, I don't know. It's not like my personal vibe because I think those light bulbs are really big, but I think it really looks great in the Sims. And I tried to make sure there's like plants and stuff around. Like, the furniture is colorful. There's decor. It just has slight rental color scheme on the built-in stuff, which is perfectly a-okay. I feel like I'm forgetting like something that I've put in. But like, I've put in the pigs. You've seen the pigs. There's the little chef pig all over the place, and a couple of the porcelain, isn't it porcelain pal? The like the pig that is like the same vibe as that ceramic rabbit. One of these days I'll remember what an item in The Sims is called, but not today. To be fair, no, I won't. I'm lying to myself. I was really tempted to use the, you know, from one of the free events, we got the hedges that have the lights, like the string lights through them. I was kind of tempted to use like a very neutral, like the neutral lighting version of that, to be like, hey, we were fun and lit up, but then I was like, the lighting is too dense. Even in like its neutral colors, it still gives Christmas way too much. So I used some nice debug plants to just brighten the place up a bit, but it's definitely, like, it's just chill, simplistic landscaping, which kind of vibes with how the outside of the building ends up. Like, it's very, like, this could be any building on any street. I don't know, like I said, I kind of thought I might make the outside like green or red and go like strong color scheme, but I went more subtle, and I'll let the inside speak for itself. That and the little pig outside of the like open closed sign. Like I said, there's an outdoor eating area which has a nice fenced in gazebo vibe with a glass roof, so any weather your Sims can enjoy outside. And then kids play area outdoors, we got options. There is a toddler slide, there is some swings, I'm pretty sure. I went back and forth on a few items. There are monkey bars, or maybe I know one of these things I think I ended up removing, or maybe I kept both. No, I think I kept both because I used the fancy monkey bars. Are they from that romantic garden pack, or are they from something else? But you know the monkey bars that have the plants on them? I used that because I thought it would match in nicely with the fencing around the outdoor seating area. There's that, and then of course the adventure awaits playground stuff. I was like, I need to make a snazzy little playground, because I really haven't built much with that yet. A little bit here and there, a little bit in my own like gameplay. I've made a teeny tiny little thing in some of my Sims' tinier backyards, but I need to make like a dedicated playground build. I know I need to do that. Maybe I have a few still wintry builds I need to get out of my system idea wise, but maybe after that I'll be like, playground, do the thing, especially because I actually need to like figure out the exact, because whenever I was doing this I was like, do none of the like ladder items or anything can actually connect to the top, to like the taller platform one? Like there has to be something, but I wasn't seeing it in there. So I was a little bit confused. So this is why I need to play around with it a bit more in its own dedicated build, and not whenever I'm just popping it in to the back of a beautiful business somewhat towards the end of my build. But yeah, your Sims kids, they'll have fun. They can go out and play, and oh no. I really hope I catch that. Sorry, I just noticed on the playground there's one that is still in its default swatch instead of the lighter wood swatch. There's one piece, and I really hope I'm going to notice that, but I'm a little bit scared that I didn't actually notice that. But you know what, if that's the worst thing that you have to fix if you download this, that's not so bad, right? Because I've played tested it. Like, your Sims can walk through the little kitchen area and get up to the apartment fine. Everything works. It's all good. It's just gonna bug me because now I know. I'm like, how could I miss that easily? Because, you know, it happens. But shakes fist itself. Ooh. Sorry, I'm slightly distracted because, like, in my organizing the cubes, I found some of my Winnie the Pooh plushies, and they're, like, little tiny, like, not, like, super tiny. They're Disney toy ones, right? They're not, like, the little tiny, you know, the little, like, really fuzzy, like, no limb little lines, right? They're not those little, what were they, like, I don't remember what they're called. I know they had a little name, but these are, like, small plushies that are designed like they're sleeping on their stomachs. And now, like, the Winnie the Pooh characters, Winnie the Pooh and Tigger to be precise, and I'm like, maybe I should do a series of builds that's based on the color schemes of Winnie the Pooh characters. That's one I should write down, actually. I'm trying to not get too carried away with new ideas, though, because I've got so many things I'm, like, in the process of. Like, I have an apartment building I'm trying to build in different color schemes based on Labubus. There's a very neglected other apartment building with a theme that I need to get back to. There's some things that I, like, built ages ago that I was like, I'd love to go back and revisit that now that X-Pack came out. And in this case, it's stuff that I was like, oh, it'd be cool to go back and revisit that for rent. So it's been a little while, guys. I need to get. I have a list. I have a list on my phone of Sims ideas, and I need to like get to more of them. But at the same time, you know, what's the rush? I'll get there when I get there. I have two modes, and one is time is endless, everything is good, I'll get to it when I get to it, and the other is life is short, I need to do everything now. Occasional in between, but very rare. I cannot find my notes. I'm trying to find my little sim notes. Where did I? There it is. Okay, I didn't recognize it because of the name of the first build on the list. Because sometimes I know, sometimes I just have a concept, like I want to build this kind of build. Sometimes I have like a full like business idea with the name and the everything, and we'll see. Right, what am I writing down before? Right, Winnie the Pooh characters. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Also, I'm just gonna double check that I do have the other things, because I don't think I do. I don't think I do have the other... Nope. So yeah, I should put the other things I need to revisit. Do you guys ever get like that? I feel like I should buy a notebook or something just for writing down sim ideas in. Because, okay, yeah, I can do it on my phone, but I feel like if I had like a Sims notebook physically sat on my desk, and then I wouldn't have to rely on remembering to go into my notes app. I know, the things you do remember to build. Oh yeah, I remember I put like the movie posters around. The Sims fireplace. Like I said, I feel like they're like, I picture very, very like all of the hobby Sims, like they're watching all the movies, they're going to the cinema, they're knitting, they're making pizzas, they're painting, they're taking up new hobby classes at probably another small business. You know, just a real like energetic, all around, go kind of sim. Which means maybe my next build should be something for the slow life Sims. A super cozy build, maybe. But yeah. Have you guys done any shelf challenges, or, you know, this shelf challenge perhaps, if you stumbled upon it because you were looking through the shelf challenges? In which case, please let me know what you guys build, because I love hearing other people's ideas and what other people come up with. It's absolutely amazing the things people come up with. Also, for anyone that is not so new to my channel and has heard me in my Freezer Bunny builds being like, I want more Freezer Bunny stuff in my Sims. Yes, I did feel the same way about pig items while building this. But at the same time, I understand why there's not as many pig items as, you know, there might be other things. Maybe I should do a cafe that's bunny themed. There's more bunny items. Sorry, thinking out loud. But I really enjoyed using Home Chef Hustle's shelves to just make everything perfect in kitchens and bathrooms and everything. Like, I'm very proud of how this came out. Whether or not it's the best thing I've ever built is irrelevant. I think it works. I think it's beautiful. Well, I know it works in terms of, like, functionality, but in terms of, like, aesthetics, I think it works. I think it's a nice little sort of... I don't even know if it's fair to say it's a step out of my comfort zone, because is it, like, things that I would... Is it the color schemes I would default to? No. But is it necessarily color schemes I never use? No. It's just nice. Just nice in the middle. Complete with all of the hobby things, all of the desks, all of the space for your Sims collectibles to add to the magnet board, the Peppa Pen Pal postcards, all of the options. There's something about what I placed in some of the tables. I can't remember, because there's a couple of tables with just 2 seats, and I can't remember if I used a different menu, if I put a little flower on them to be more like, or on one of them, because one of them can be like, the, you know, your Sims are here in a date table, and the other can be like, hey, two friends can go out and just get a table for 2, you know? It's fine. Don't have to shove, like, roses in their face or something. I generally don't remember what I put in the tables, other than the generic menu I put in all the others, so... surprise! I'll remember when I go, like, move a Sim in and, run this beautiful little business. Because I need some more pizza in my virtual life. I do. I say this every time I build a business. I do make Sims to run it for a bit, and then I play it once and never come back, and I'm like, I need to stick with. But that's the thing, because whenever you're making any random Sim to play business, sometimes, at least for me, I lose interest. Maybe I need to, you know, make a Sim who then decides to run a pizza business, you know? Don't make a Sim for the business, make a Sim. Let them find the business. Okay, like I said at the start, I made a mistake. Yeah, this is like, you know, when you're a bit embarrassed and you can't believe you did this, but like at the same time I can believe, because I know I've been tired and not entirely with it. I just didn't think it would come for me in The Sims. Yeah, the shell, I thought I accidentally deleted like the top right leg, but it turns out there was never meant to be a top right leg, and the same for like the nose bump out, that's only meant to be in the bottom floor. So I like duplicated the bottom floor onto the top floor, thinking I'd accidentally deleted at least the leg. Never noticed about the nose bump out. Only now that I'm double checking on the gallery, lilsimsie's upload of the shell, and I'm like, oh no. But hey, I had fun, and it would be easily renovated if you wanted to make it accurate. I can't believe me.